Now that you've sent a couple of campaigns in the influence marketing platform, let's talk a little bit about the reports that you can receive and where to find them. Here on the home screen, you'll notice if we scroll back up that we're right here on our login screen. You've got a couple of easy access to your recent messages and their overall reach. So for social media posts, here under the recent message tabs, you can see your total audience. You can see the number of favorites, clicks, retweets, likes, etc. You can dig into this a little bit deeper on the social media channel as well. You can also see right here some of your quick high-level stats with recent pages. If you're looking for something a little deeper related to a specific email send, we have a couple of options for you on your email reports. You'll see the stuff that you'd see anywhere: views, clicks, bounces, complaints, web views, shares, etc. But we have a couple other reports you might like also. Scrolling down a little on a previously sent email, you can see you've got a domains report. So if you wanted to see the number of domains and the percentage of those domains contributing to the whole, you can see those here. You can also look at groups. So if you're sending to multiple send groups, you can see how each of those groups performed compared to the overall total. You can look at devices. So let's say that you were interested in knowing which devices were most popular among your recipients. You can even dig in a little bit deeper and see which ones they may be using to open your emails. If you want to look at contact fields, let's say that you're using some heavy personalization and you want to know how the personalization is performing, you can just take a look at your contact fields here. You'll see you've got standard contact fields as well as custom. So for example, let's say you want to see how your sales reps contributed to the overall whole. You could get a breakdown and be able to see both how many people received that personalization as well as how they contributed to the overall opens and clicks. And then last, if you wanted to take a look at your bounces or your views over time, you'd be able to see those here as well. If you want to get into link reporting, you'll see all of your links listed here. You'll be able to click on a link and see the individuals who actually clicked on it. Or you can build your own reports here under recipients by looking at things like viewed and just seeing anyone who generally viewed the email or maybe anyone who clicked on any link in the email. You can also download these people or you can assign them to new groups and start new campaigns to them. For landing pages, if you're taking a look at the back end of a landing page, you'll see that you've got the option to set the timeline that you're looking at. You can also get a high-level summary. If you're using this as part of a direct mail campaign, you can also look at visits and see individuals here, so you'd be able to see their personalized URL if you were using that. You'd see emails that drove any traffic to this landing page. You'd see referring URLs. So let's say you're using this landing page as part of a social media campaign, or maybe as a link on a programmatic or a display campaign, or maybe you've got this hosted on some of your review sites or somewhere else. You'd be able to see who's driving traffic to this landing page. And then you'd also be able to see a click report. So if you have links on the landing page, what are people clicking on in the first place? For surveys, you can dig into the actual survey summaries as well. So you can get some high-level reports here. You can see the number of people who started versus the number who completed. You can get some high-level stats on each of the question types that you liked. You can even dig into the actual questions here too. And if you wanted to look at just the response of a single person, you could actually drop in their email or their first name and last name, assuming you haven't anonymized your surveys, and you'd be able to see how a specific person responded to a survey too. Last but not least, let's say you're tagging things to campaigns and you want to get a sense of how well your campaign performed overall. Here you would go into the reporting tab and you'll see that you've got some that are kind of available out of the box. You can also save reports, so if you want to come back and use this one again at another time, you can do that. I always recommend taking a look at these by campaign. Pick which elements you want to take a look at. If you want to create a delivery schedule so that it maybe lands in your inbox on the first of each month, you can do that here. You can also email this to people who may be part of your team but may not have access to the influence marketing platform. And then just click View Report and you'll be able to see things like contacts growth, manual emails and how they performed overall, automated emails, social messages. You can even sort this data, landing pages, and website tracking too. So you can pick and choose the reports that mean the most to you so that you can prove your worth using the influence marketing platform.